To do this, we are going to have to first talk about some vocabulary that comes along with triangles. Most of this first part should be review. We're going to talk about the distance formula in this video, which you should have learned in Algebra 1. I'm going to skip the midpoint formula for now, so we're not going to do that, and we're not going to find the midpoint here. So to remind you, the distance formula is big square root. We take our two x values in a point and subtract them. So x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. And that's going to work for any 2 points, x1, y1, and x2, y2. And I will tell you, the most common mistake with filling out the distance formula is writing your points as x1, x2, y1, y2. Remember that every point has to have an x and a y, so don't put your x's in the same point. Okay, so let's try this example. If it helps you, I think it's a good idea to write x1, y1 under the first point and x2, y2 under the second point, just so you can remember to use the correct number in the correct way. It's actually kind of neat because the order that the points are written, it doesn't matter which one you make x1 and x2 and which one's y1, y2. Since you're squaring it after you subtract, you'd end up with the same number. If I switched these 2 points and made this one x1, y1 and this one x2, y2, we'd have the same answer. So let's figure out the length of this line. So if I usually just start to fill in everything except for the numbers so that I can make it easy. So I know that I'm going to have 2 parentheses with a plus sign in between. Each of the parentheses is squared. There's a minus sign in the parentheses. Now I just have to fill in, I need my x's in the first parenthesis. So 4 and negative 2. So I have 4 minus negative 2 will turn into plus 2. Minus and negative is plus. And then y2 minus y1 will be 7 minus 3. So simplifying this, remember order of operations. We do parentheses first. 4 plus 2 is 6 squared plus 7 minus 3 is 4 squared. After parentheses, we do exponents. So we get 36 plus 16. 36 plus 16 is 52. So at this point, you should get out a calculator and figuring out what it is. I know that square root of 49 is 7, and that's going to be a little bit more than 7. So square root of 52 is 7.2. This means approximately a wavy equal sign, 7.2. The other way to, if I wanted you to simplify the square root, we haven't quite done much of this yet, but we will later, I assure you. If I take 52, I know that that's the same thing as, let's see here, is it divisible by 4? 52 divided by 4 is 13, so this is 4 times 13. 52 is the same thing as 4 times 13. If I take the square root of both of these, I know the square root of 4 is 2, and you can't take the square root of 13. That's one way to simplify that square root. And if you look, 2 square root of 13 will be the same answer as what I have over here. It's 7.2. So this is an exact answer. This is an approximate answer. I would take either number. This is fine for now. We'll do more of this later on when we get to Chapter 9. But yeah, here's how you do the distance formula. You're going to need to do that for, let's see, example 3 on the next page.